So sometimes if I'm doing a life purpose reading for someone, they will say, but Christine, I don't want to pursue my life purpose. So I thought I would make a video discussing this subject and using yours truly as an example, because I myself didn't want to pursue my life purpose. And so I wanted you guys to know what my personal experiences were with speaking my truth. Number one, hey Christine, we want you to be an intuitive counselor and a professional psychic medium. We want you to leave your marketing job and go into this industry instead. It's your truth, it's your life purpose, it's what you're supposed to be doing. And I said, no thanks, I don't need the entire world thinking I've gone crazy. Thank you very much, have a nice day. And they said, yeah, that's your ego. Ego doesn't exist in the light. That means your decision is coming from the dark and it's impure. Because this is your truth, and the truth is the light, and God is the truth. So if you back away from this, you're backing away from God and away from the light and towards the dark. So we're going to keep our hand outstretched to you, because God doesn't just give up on people, and we know that you're going to be more spiritually fulfilled and lead a higher level of existence and be happier pursuing this path. So we're going to keep our hand outstretched in the hopes that you will come around and take it. And so it actually took me 6 years to come around and pursue this. But because I did walk away from the light, I ended up triggering the law of attraction and attracting a bunch of darkness to myself. So when I stayed in marketing, instead of pursuing this, jobs were, really, really difficult. I felt like a fish swimming upstream. Nothing was going my way. Everything was really difficult. And I could feel that I no longer had the support of universal energies and staying in marketing. It was like the universe tickling my feet. But the universe wasn't tickling my feet to punish me. It was tickling my feet because it knew I would be happier and more spiritually fulfilled over here using my God-given gifts and talents to help humanity. So that's why the tickling of my feet was for my highest good. It was an act of love. Even though at the time it didn't seem that loving. It was a very difficult transition. And it wasn't really meant to torture me, but yeah, that's how it came across at the time. So I'm up and running, doing the intuitive counseling and psychic medium stuff, and the other side says, hey Christine, we got another truth for you. You got another part to your life purpose here. You are also a Reiki master healer. And for those of you who aren't aware, a Reiki master healer is basically what Jesus used to do, is the laying of the hands on people, where he would cast love and light at people's, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and use the power of his mind to command universal energies and heal them. So when they told me I was a Reiki master, I was like, oh, okay, fine. So I got certified in Los Angeles to be a Reiki master healer and teacher, but it was like a match that didn't light. I didn't really feel comfortable with it. This was actually a more difficult truth to speak than this one, because here it's just like, oh, I'm a fortune teller, I'm a palm reader. Like, you can make this fun at a dinner party. At a dinner party, if you tell people you're a healer, it's like, oh, I didn't realize I was sitting next to Jesus. Like, this sounds like it's coming even more from your ego. To me, this is a harder truth to speak. So I wasn't really that excited about it, and I was kind of questioning the power of Reiki, and it just, I don't know. I just wasn't pursuing it. I didn't want to add it as a service on my website, and I just didn't. So the other side came through and had me get recertified again by a woman who was also an author and a Reiki master teacher who lived in Florida. So I flew to Florida and attended a 3-day seminar to get recertified to be a Reiki master and teacher. And that was really good for me. That was actually the catalyst that I needed, because I was around other healers who were planning on going pro, and we were working on each other, and it was having, awesome results. And so it was nice for me to be in that environment where it's like, Christine, you didn't invent this. There's other people out there doing this. And so they knew I needed that community support and encouragement to kind of get me on my way. And it worked. When I got back to Los Angeles, I pursued Reiki, and I added it as a service on my website, and I created a YouTube video announcing to the world, I am a Reiki master healer. So that worked out. Everything turned out okay. So this was added to my website 3.5 years after I was already doing my psychic medium sessions. So this was added in February of 2008, and they were okay with that. They're like, that's fine. Took a while, but at least you're doing it. That's all we wanted. But did they let it go? No. Again, they didn't just walk away and say, she's not into it. We're just going to let it go. No, they stayed on me. They rode me like Seabiscuit, and they stayed on me until I acquiesced. Now, sometimes it takes people a while to truly believe in the power of Reiki, because they have to have their own experiences where they heal other people, they heal themselves. They're like, wow, that's crazy. It's really having an effect. So it takes people a while to believe in the power of Reiki. But I can tell you this, the other side has a very, very high opinion of Reiki and the power behind it. So just so you know, if you don't take Reiki that seriously, they do. So just to let you know, if you're one of those people out there that part of your life purpose is to be a Reiki master healer, and you're like, it's just a bunch of fluff, I can tell you they disagree wholeheartedly. They take Reiki very seriously. They don't view it as fluff at all. Just letting you guys know. It's a pretty serious truth, and one that they aren't going to let you walk away from. So my business is up and running, and I'm feeling pretty good about how I'm serving the collective and humanity, right? Intuitive counselor, psychic medium, Reiki master healer. I'm making my YouTube videos, teaching people about the other side. I've got good karma. I'm feeling good, feeling strong, right? Well, then the other side comes through and they say, hey, Christine, we got another truth for you there, babe. We're gonna add something onto your plate here, honey bunny. Guess what? We want you to be a naturopathic doctor. We want you to go to medical school and learn about God's medicine cabinet. A naturopathic doctor is a doctor, an ND, who uses God's medicine cabinet to heal people. Herbs, essential oils, etc. And God has a very, very high opinion of his medicine cabinet. He's very proud of his medicine cabinet. So he has a very high opinion of those who utilize his medicine cabinet in order to heal people. So one of the things that became really disturbing for me is every time I tuned into the other side to get intuitive information for myself, all I heard was naturopath, 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 just a broken record. Naturopath, naturopath, like just this annoying child. I couldn't get any other information. It was like the other side had gone on strike, and it was like naturopath, naturopath, naturopath. And they were saying, like, this is what you're supposed to be doing, right? We want you pursuing this knowledge. And so I said, hell no! Do you know how much work that is? I'm not going back to school to learn all that. There's no way. I'm like, besides, I have the designer of the human body on the phone. If I need to know something, I'll just ask. And they said, it takes a lot of energy to communicate with you. Get a clue. And they showed me an image of me doing Reiki on someone, and they saying, cast love and light at her spleen. And then I'm like doing it, and they're like, that's not where her spleen is. And then it's like, yeah, that's not where her spleen is either. And I'm like, right. And so they said, what's an amino acid? They said, I'm like, protein? They're like, you don't know this stuff. You need to know this stuff. You need some sort of knowledge, database for us to pull from. We're going to send you thoughts, feelings, sounds, and images. If we show you something or say something, you're going to need to know what it is. They said, you need to meet us halfway. We're not Google. You need to meet us halfway with this stuff so we can pull off your database and communicate with you and show you things. You need to know this. And so I said, whatever, dude. I feel good about what I'm doing to help the collective. Whatever. I'm not gonna learn all that. That's too much for me. Sorry, I'm no doctor. I don't even see myself as this. I don't see myself as a doctor. And you want to know something really weird is they always used to tell me that. I remember they used to tell me that. I'm like, why can't I go to the doctor? And they're like, because you are one. And I'm like, I'm not a doctor. Like, they kept calling me a doctor before, and I never put two and two together. I thought it was very odd. Now it makes sense. So now I want to explain to you the dynamic that's going on with the universe at this point, okay? I, Christine Pavlina, am over here, and I'm sticking my tongue out, and the truth and the light and God are over here. And they're saying you are supposed to be a naturopathic doctor, so go study a lot. And we're going to outstretch our hand to you and say, hey, Christine, please take it, right? But instead of actually taking their hand, I'm going to give them the middle finger and say, F you, no way, okay? Here's my little puff on top of my head, right? I'm going to give you the middle finger. So what area am I giving them the middle finger in? Health and healing, right? Am I aligned with truth? No. What am I doing to the collective? I'm giving the collective the middle finger, okay? I'm saying I'm not going to learn this stuff, so I'm not going to help the collective in this capacity. Sorry, I'm not interested. So I give the collective the middle finger, and in doing that, what does the law of attraction do? Well, I'm walking away from the truth and the light and God. I'm not taking his hand, right? So I'm walking towards the dark. There's no in between. So because I'm walking towards the dark, that's what I attract to myself. I end up attracting darkness to myself as a result of this free will decision. And guess what? I also attract to myself bad karma. Now, I'm pissed because I'm already serving the collective and I'm already feeling proud of myself for doing what I'm doing for a living. And them adding this to the plate is just pissing me off, right? So the fact that I even have bad karma, I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. I have bad karma. Are you serious? I'm your whipping girl. I do everything you ask me to do. And they're like, except this. So I'm not giving the collective the middle finger in this area or this area, but I'm giving them the collective in the health area. So guess what happens? I have bad karma in this area. Okay? So when you turn your back on the collective in the health area, the collective turns their back on you in the health area. So what happened? I came down with a really bad cold for 2 weeks. And I suffered a lot because I can't take pharmaceuticals, right? I can't ingest toxins. So I can't just go grab antibiotics and be done with it, okay? I'm not allowed to do that. So I'm kind of in a bind here. I can't even go to the doctor because I supposedly am one, right? So I'm laying there in bed, miserable, and just drooling all over myself. And I'm tuning into the other side like, hey, what herbs am I supposed to take? They're like, well, if you studied naturopathy, you would know. What are you asking us for? I'm like, well, I want you to tell me what to take. I don't know. I don't get an answer. I'm on my own. My bad karma is kicking in, right? The collective isn't helping me because I'm not helping the collective. So now it's just me and my cold. So I go to the grocery store, I'm just looking around for like whatever's going to help me. And I grab African geranium. And I do a read on it and I get like no response. I get like no answer basically. I'm like, well, I don't feel anything, so it must be okay. Right? Take the normal dose. I end up getting a severe allergic reaction to African geranium. My lungs feel like they shrivel up to like the size of raisins. It literally felt like they were permanently damaged because like my lung capacity was so bad after that. It took a while for me to recover. I had to do deep breathing exercises just to stretch my lungs back out again. And I want to be very clear, I'm not bad-mouthing African geranium in any way. My reaction was strange. My reaction was unusual. A lot of people out there love African geranium, so please don't let me, deter you from it. My case, very allergic. Bad idea. Okay? Learned this the hard way. And I was like, okay. So after that, I was like, all right, I need to go back to my fail-safe. So I went back to something that I remembered I had taken years ago called mullein, and that's for lungs. So I took the mullein, and that helped my lungs, and I got better. But that was kind of a traumatic experience for me because it really did show me that I don't know what I'm doing, and I learned from it. So I was like, okay, I need to know this stuff for myself, for humanity, for others, etc. And I was, just kind of complaining about everything, and they came through and they said, you have a good kitty life, baba. And that really freaked me out because that's what I say to my cat Toonces when he complains. I say, you have a good kitty life, bye-bye. And so I think that was their way of reminding me that the walls have ears and they know everything and they hear everything because they quoted me back to me. So I agreed to go back to school and become a naturopathic doctor. I'm going to take his hand, so no more middle finger, right? It's all good, dude. It's all good. Sorry. No more middle finger. I'm taking your hand now. So, just so you guys know, remember what I taught you. We command universal energies with our free will decisions. So what did I immediately feel disappear? The lightning bolt that was about to strike me. As soon as I said, okay, I will do this, bam, gone. Gone. Just making that free will decision to pursue this path. Thank you, Christine. That's all we wanted. Now we're going to help you with it. Okay? So we command universal energies with our free will decisions. The universe is constantly responding to them, just so you know. So I'm another example of that. So let's review. I'm an intuitive counselor, psychic medium, Reiki master healer, and eventually a naturopathic doctor. And this reminds me of a skit on In Living Color called Hey Mon. Welcome to Hey Mon, the people with 7 jobs. I'm a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse. And it was like, you only have one job, Mon. It was pretty funny. I'll include a link to that in the description box below this video so you can check it out. It's pretty silly. But that's what this feels like, is, you know, I'm a screenwriter. I have a bachelor's degree in screenwriting too. Welcome to Hey Mon. I guess they don't want to limit you or pigeonhole you. They just want you doing all of the above, and it's just going to all weave together. But it's all about sharing your God-given gifts and talents with the collective. That is their overall goal. Yeah. So hopefully... So no more bad karma for me, right? Hopefully that's gone now, right? No more darkness for me. So now the law of attraction kicks in and I attract light to myself and good karma, okay? That's how you turn this ship around, guys. Turn this ship around, okay? So I guess to answer your question, hey, Christine, what happens when we don't want to pursue our life purpose? Well, the universe is going to torture you until you do. And I hope you appreciate this message of love and light. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.